Hello friends, I welcome you all to GIPL Software Talk. I Ravi Patel, currently working with GIPL as Assistant Manager. Today we are going to learn the use of pivot in SQL Server database. The topic which we are going to discuss in today's video are what is pivoting, its syntax, where we can use it, how we can write the query using pivot. We will also see some live examples of it on our demo database. In the end, we will see how we can write the query using dynamic pivot columns. Before we start our topic, I would like to give some information about GIPL. GIPL is a government organization. GIPL provides IT and IT-enabled services to different government organizations. We provide informative video about government software and latest technology tutorials. To get latest video, please press on bell icon and subscribe to our channel. So now let's start our today's topic. As you can see over screen, I have listed the topics which we are going to cover in today's session. First topic is pivot definition, then its scenario, syntax, how can we write query using pivot, how we can eliminate the null values while converting raw data into columns, pivot with dynamic columns, and some live demos. Now let's go through all the topics one by one. Let's have first look at the definition. Pivot is a relational operator that is used to convert a table expression into another. Pivot is used when we want to transfer data from row level. In general terms, we can say that we can use pivot when we want to convert row data into columns. Now look at the scenario where we can use pivot. Here at left side I have shown demo database structure where actually the data stored, and at the right end I have shown the output which we want to achieve. If you see at the left side, there are two tables, employee and its monthly sales details are stored into two different tables. We want to display salesman wise monthly sales which have been shown at the right side as the output. We can easily achieve this using pivot in SQL Server. Before going to write the query, let's have a quick look at the syntax of pivot first. Select non-pivoted columns, comma, first pivot column, comma, second pivot column, and so on from the select query which will be used to generate the output. Then we will pivot it using the aggregate function, and in for clause we will write which columns we want in pivot. If we see our previous scenario output here, non-pivoted column is employee name and pivoted columns are different months. We can use any aggregate function available in SQL like count, sum, etc. Now let's look at how to write query using pivot to achieve the output mentioned in our scenario. Here I have written simple inner join to get employee-wise monthly sales from two different tables. And after that, I have used sum function to get employee-wise total of each month's sales. As you can notice, I have fixed month here, January, February, March. So this query will return only 3 months sales of the employee. If you want to get data for all the months for which sales are done, we need to create dynamic query using dynamic pivot, which we will see later in this video. Now let's look at the output of the query. As we can see here, we get the desired result as mentioned in our scenario earlier. If you have noticed in output, there are null values in some cell against employee name for particular month. It's because that particular employee doesn't have any cells recorded in that particular month. Now let's see how we can eliminate those null values using isNull function in our query. As you can see here, I have used isNull function around the pivot columns. So it will now replace null value with 0 in output. Let's look at the output now. Here we can see null values have now been converted as 0 in output. Now let's move to the next topic, which is how to write query with dynamic pivot columns. To achieve this, we need to first create pivot column list using one query and will store its output in one variable. Then we will create dynamic query by combining dynamic pivot column list in query. Let's first create dynamic pivot column list. As we can see, I have taken distinct month name from sales table and generated a comma separated string using for XML path. I have used stuff function just to remove first bracket from the string. As we can see in the output, we can get comma separated month name list, which we can use it in pivot query. Now let's see how we can generate dynamic query using this dynamic pivoted column list. As you can see here, I have created dynamic query by just replacing static pivot columns with dynamic variable in our previous query and stored final query in query variable. If we print this query, we will get the complete final query as mentioned right side. We can easily execute this using execute function. Now let's have a quick look over the demo of what we have discussed so far. As you can see here, I have taken two tables, EMP to store the employee details and sales DET to store employee-wise monthly sales details. I have taken month directly into the sales table to keep it simple. Otherwise, in normal scenario, we create month master and use its primary key in sales table. Now let's have a look at the data I have already inserted into this table. As you can see here, I have already prepared all the queries for the demo so that we can go through it quickly. EMP table has the data for 3 employees and sales detail table has a month-wise sales of employee. As you can see here, for employee Jack, there are 3 months sales data. For John, we have 2 months sales data. And for Smith, we have 1 month sales data. Now, let's just join these two tables to get the employee name-wise monthly sales detail. Just look at the output we get by running this query. We are getting one row for each month, for each employee here. It doesn't change the output what we like. We want employee-wise single row and then monthly sales in separate columns, and we can achieve this using pivot. Now, look at the below query, which I have already prepared using pivot. Hence, I have used static pivot column as Jan, Feb, March. So, we will get only sales data for employee for these 3 months only. Let's run the query. As you can see, the output is similar to what we have discussed earlier in our PPT. If you have noticed, we are getting null values for some months because that particular employee doesn't have sales on that particular month. Now, we can easily eliminate this null value by using isNull function as shown in the below query. As you can see here, I have replaced null with 0 using isNull function in pivot columns. Now let's run the query and see the output. As we can see here, we are able to replace null values with 0 in our output. As you might have noticed, we have used static pivot columns in our above queries, which will not be the case in real life scenario. We need data for all the months for which sales has been recorded, and same we can achieve this using dynamic pivot columns. For this, we need to follow two steps as discussed earlier. First, we will create pivot column list and then we will create pivot query by using this list. As you can see the query, I have declared one column variable and store output of the query into it, which will use later in generate pivot query with dynamic columns. What I have done here is just select distinct month from sales detail table and generate comma separated string using for XML function. Now let's just run and see what we are getting. As you can see in the output, we are getting 3 month name, same like what we have written static as pivot columns in our previous query. Now let's look at the below query where I have tried to create pivot query using dynamic pivot columns just by combining this dynamic pivot column list stored in the column variable above in our previous query and stored it into query variable. If we print this query variable now, we should get complete query with this pivot column. As we can see in the output, we can see similar query which we have created earlier using the static columns. Now we can easily run this query stored in query variable using execute function. Let's run the query and check the output. It seems similar to what we got by running our above query, which we have written using static pivot columns. Let's just quickly add data of new month for some employees and see whether this query includes this month or not. I am adding April month cells for Smith and May month cells for John. Now let's run our dynamic pivot query. It should cover both month data now. Yes, it seems working as we can see in our output. We got two new columns as April and May and sales value for Smith and John respectively, like we have added. So this is it for the pivot query with dynamic columns, and with this I would like to close this session. For any IT and IT enabled services, you can contact GIPL with showing detail on the screen. If you like our video, please like the video and share with your friend and family members. We will meet you in our next video. Till then, stay safe, stay home and take care of yourself.